P2wmk. All reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, California, no place like California. Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. Now I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V. All reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, California. No place like California. C-A all day. C-A-D-M-V-M-I-A.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Chargers are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Broncos, who will need to solve that secondary. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the San Diego Chargers. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. throw on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Now Lynch back into his end zone. And incomplete to open things up. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And the featured back in this offense today as we get a look at the unit is Hillman.
A very exciting player. In the course of a game, he can make plays catching the football as well as running it.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Fighting through. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Lynch from his end zone on 3rd and long. And Fowler's got it. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
To throw is Lynch. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5. They'll run for the first time with Riley Hillman. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. This time, Lynch will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be good for a Denver first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ronnie Hillman there, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Watch it now, Marty. Marty. Here we go now. Blue landed.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Hillman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
3rd and short, it's Booker. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st, again, they go with Booker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They're going to run this with a tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
After the penalty, it's Hillman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 3rd down, Ronnie Hillman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 44 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they started that drive from the shadows of their own end zone all the way back at the 2, and they're able to get 3 out of it.
And, you know, shadows tend to scare people, right? Not in this case. This offense was not jumpy at all, handled it very well, put themselves into a position to score.
And now San Diego getting set to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? Ohio!
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Ohio!
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
This is our time. This is our time right here.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. It's Hillman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They keep it on the ground. Hillman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for the first with Hillman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run. Ronnie Hillman. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. The play clock's running down. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Right back to Booker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
So out come the Chargers. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer 3rd of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to. They're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd and short.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Running again, and again it's Booker. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw.
Green, 39. Back it up, Philly. Here we Detroit.
10th carry now for Ronnie Hillman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Here's Lynch to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Back to the running game they go. It's Hillman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 2. Now Lynch. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the carry, it's Booker. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
On third down, Booker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Play action, now Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On third down, Taylor. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Let's go, boys. Bring it. Come on, baby. Get excited.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on first down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be first down, Denver. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Booker on first down. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Room here to run. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, it's Lynch. And caught right side, Green. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Another pistol look here. Lynch hands to Booker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Over the middle this time to Fowler. Needed 16, they got 17 on 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. With Devontae Booker. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground. This time it's Hillman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ronnie Hillman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to take another shot here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Hillman, he has been active this afternoon. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So a costly penalty marker, and it's now 3rd and 11. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, Lynch. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. He'll dump it down to Hillman. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out here in the eye. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And some room to work. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Shift together here from the D-line. The drive starts with a carry by Ronnie Hillman. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They come out here in the eye. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Carry number 20 now for Ronnie Hillman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. Hillman again. And some room to maneuver. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Lynch on the keeper. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.